moments are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
For the encore, if you know, you know.
He's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Our game here featuring the top 2 running backs in the NFL last year in terms of yardage. And Derrick Henry on the carry there. He was the NFL leader at 1,540. But if you remember Nick Chubb, he thought he was going to win the title on the final day, but wound up settling for 2nd, just 46 yards behind Henry. Over the middle to Smith. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry for Nick Chubb. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 35-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
The tackle made by
just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First down, Browns.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. First down carry for Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
His kick is
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13.
Browns, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete. Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Derrick Henry. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A run for Nick Chubb. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Chubb.
he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
At their own 44-yard line.
They begin with Henry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Number 22, Derek.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Ronnie Harrison.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Tannehill. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
The tackle by
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just... says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill, a quick throw into the hands of Davis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
A 48-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that one ups the lead to 22-0.
22.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
22.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And the Browns first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Mayfield with the give.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On the tackle.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 18-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They'll run with Chubb, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A loss of 2. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville, 3rd quarter action. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown.
To number 81,
Austin Hooper. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Henry on 1st down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville, it's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
1st down, Cleveland.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Chubb. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
To Nick Chubb.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
The Browns.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it again with Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Down at the 43-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Hard throw, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets them 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
The 19-yard line.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dante Pettis, 81 yards. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead.
The Browns.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Mayfield.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
The 23-yard line.
Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Now it's Tannehill. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Mayfield to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and
Mayfield. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Now Mayfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. After the interception, here's Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One last throw here for Tannehill. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Today's final score, Browns 29.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing,